Emily, thank you for joining us this week on Cardinal Rewind Women's Cross Country Edition. Pretty successful weekend for the women's cross country team as you guys competed at the Michigan Intercollegiate Championships, third place overall, but you yourself finished fourth. Kind of give us an overview of how the team did and then what your success was based on.
Okay. Well, we had quite a few girls this week PR by quite a bit, which was really nice. A lot of girls under 18, in the 18s, under 19. So that's a big step for us. I think the top 7 were under 19, so that's really good for a 5K. It was a super fast course. I think it's really good for just preparing us for conference and everything, getting that, can't think of the word right now, the enthusiasm up for what's to come. So I think that's great to build on. And we placed, I believe, 3rd overall. Grand Valley got us, unfortunately, and so did Calvin College, but we're running a lot stronger. So I think that is a good precursor for what's to come.
You noted that you had, your top 7 all under 19 minutes. What does that translate into the upcoming GLIAC Championships, where it's a point total for the championship to decide, who finishes first, second, and third? What type of motivation, encouragement does that give you for going into that ultra-competitive GLIAC championship?
Well, the GLIAC's a little bit different because it is a 6K compared to a 5K. So those times, it's kind of hard to translate them over to a 6K time. But just the fact that we are all running faster, that'll be good for going into the GLIAC. And we did see a lot of GLIAC schools at the Michigan Intercollegiate race. There was Grand Valley there, obviously, Northwood. So those 2 are especially two that we'd like to kind of get. Same with Hillsdale. So that'll boot us up in the national rankings because the GLIAC is a very competitive conference, and if we can do well in the GLIAC, we can do good in the nation. So, yeah.
Coming out of this race, there was a lot of successes. What, as a team, do you guys need to work on going into the GLIAC Championship and get better at so that you guys can place better?
Well, we still do need to get stronger. We are still a younger team. So if we can, we've really been working on that pack running, of course, this whole season. If we can all finish a little bit closer, that would be really nice because then we can finish higher. But as long as we keep getting faster and stronger as a team, get that bonding going together, then I think that we should be great going into the GLIAC. So we just need to work together as a team.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us this week, Emily. We look forward to hearing the successes of your future. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
This past weekend at Grand Rapids at the Michigan Intercollegiate Championships. Talk about that experience.
It was a good experience. We arrived over at Calvin on Friday, and the temperature and weather had changed dramatically from the previous week and the previous meets. It was quite chilly, windy. It was real cross-country weather, definitely some cross-country weather, and the kids were excited for it, and we were ready to go. We were ready to roll at those intercollegiates.
Talk about the team's performance. I believe they finished 3rd, both men's and women's teams.
Yeah. Performance-wise, performance was great, both on the women and men's side. I'll start with the men's performances. We had our top 5 in the 25s, which was a team goal of ours. So that was excellent. Tyler Noble dropped a huge PR. I believe maybe 20 seconds or so off of his 8K time, which was great. We had Tony Peel jump into the top 5, which was very, very good. We gave him the game ball, so to speak, for that performance. And then also the top 5 was rounded out with Drew Malin in there again, Joey Burrell in there as well, and Spitz. Yeah, Eric Spitz was the last guy in the top 5. But they had a great team effort, and I definitely was happy to see that, and they're ready to roll come GLIACs, come conference. They're definitely ready to roll. It was exciting. On the female side of things, we had we had some very good performances on the female side of things. We had 7 female athletes that were 18 minutes or faster at the 5K distance, and they ran with Grand Valley. They ran with Calvin, as did the men, running with Grand Valley and Calvin, who are ranked nationally in the top 5 and top 10 in the country in Division II and Division III. So very good competitors, very good teams to compete against. But the females, we had two of the women in the 17s, which was great, Emily Short and Lauren Hill in the 17s. And then big jump for freshman Taylor Stepanski to 1812, which helped us out a lot. And a few other girls got into the 18s who have been really trying to get into the 18s. So just awesome performances by those.
Teams have a week off this weekend, and then the championship season starts with GLIACs and then regionals. Talk about where the teams are at this point in the season, and
we've got this is championship time now. This is what we live for, championship time. Nobody cares how you run in October, early October. Nobody cares how you run in September. What really matters is how you compete at the championship level, how you compete at the GLIACs, how you compete at the regionals, how you compete at the nationals. That's what really matters. And like I said, this is what we live for. This is what we train for. And this is the time that we have to do it. Very excited for conferences in 2 weeks, regionals in 4 weeks, nationals in 6 weeks. It's gonna be great.
Coach Philippik, thanks for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Chris.